Ukrainians are suffering. There's disaster and chaos all over the country. Justice is needed because of Putin and the Russian forces. Hi, we're your hosts, Lila
and Paloma.
and we're going to answer your question. How will Putin be held accountable for his crimes?
First, let's do a little background. Russia declared war on Ukraine on February 24th, 2022, when they marched their forces into Ukraine. The reason why Russia invaded Ukraine is because they didn't want Ukraine to join NATO, which the Russian government has been enemies with for many years. What are war crimes?
War crimes are a set of rules laid out by the International Criminal Court. These rules contain 3 sections: civilians, detainees, and the sick and wounded. War crimes against civilians would be specifically targeting civilians or residential buildings such as apartments, houses, and schools. War crimes against detainees include torture, withholding food and water, withholding communication to family members, or not letting a prisoner of war have a fair trial. Crimes against the sick and wounded are withholding medical attention based on the alliances of the person, hospitals cannot be destroyed and or bombed, and doctors must be allowed to do their jobs and cannot be stopped. What war crimes are Putin and Russian forces being accused of?
Putin and his forces have committed so many immoral crimes that went completely against the laws of warfare. There were reports of bombings in civilian areas, numerous executions, torture, and sexual violence. Sometimes the relatives of these victims were forced to watch these horrible crimes taking place. There have also been reports of crimes against children, crimes like rape, torture, and unlawful confinement. It was also reported that Putin abducted multiple Ukrainian children and deported them. These accusations go against literally every rule in the book, and arrest warrants have been issued for Putin by the International Criminal Court, or ICC.
How is the ICC responding?
On March 17, 2023, the ICC indicted Vladimir Putin and issued an arrest warrant for him in 123 countries. According to Steve Hall, former CIA chief of Russian operations, it is unlikely right now that he will be arrested. But he does say, while it is improbable, it has happened before in the case of Ratko Mladic. This is because the ICC does not have its own police or military force, leaving it to rely on other countries to make and enforce the arrests. This becomes problematic when countries refuse to arrest the criminal or make no effort to enforce the arrest warrant.
While it may not happen for many years, there is a chance that Putin will finally be held accountable for his crimes and that people of Ukraine will see some justice. This is your host, Lila
And Paloma.
Thanks for joining us.